Hello there, my name is Diana Kolesnik, and now we will unveil the top news of recent days. While the Ukraine Recovery Conference continues in Berlin, Volodymyr Zelenskyy is holding meetings with German politicians. In particular, yesterday he met with the President of Germany, Frank-Walter Steinmeier, and spoke before the members of the Bundestag at a special plenary session.
Розділена Європа.
A divided Europe has never been peaceful, and a divided Germany has never been happy. You know all this not from me, you know it from your own experience. Therefore, you can understand us, Ukrainians. You can understand why we are fighting so hard against Russia's attempts to divide us, divide Ukraine, why we are doing everything, absolutely everything to prevent a wall between the parts of our country. No country should be doomed to have barbed wire tearing through its body for decades.
I would like to note that the extreme left and right German parties, Sarah Wagenknecht's Alliance for Reason and Justice and Alternative for Germany, recommended to their deputies to boycott Volodymyr Zelenskyy's speech in the Bundestag. As we can see, the scandals with the possible funding of AfD by Russian have some meaning behind them. Well, we will defeat this opposition. Let me remind you that yesterday, at the Reconstruction Conference in Berlin, the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelenskyy, separately thanked Germany for the assistance already provided to strengthen air defense, but reiterated that Ukraine really needs 7 more Patriot systems. At the same time, the president in Germany visited the unit where the anti-aircraft missile system is trained. Volodymyr Zelenskyy inspected the system that Germany will hand over to Ukraine after the completion of crew training. Together with the Federal Minister of Defense of Germany, Boris Pistorius, they visited the 21st Anti-Aircraft Missile Group in the city of Zonitz. Zelenskyy thanked the German people for the new defense package totaling more than 700 million euros. The new package includes reconnaissance and strike drones, small arms and sniper weapons, RPGs, as well as 100 additional missiles for the Patriot systems, Boris Pistorius said. By the way, Germany will hand over the missiles together with Denmark, Norway and the Netherlands. As the president said, Ukrainians used to work on Soviet-made air defense systems, but they learned very quickly. And what is very important, they have war experience and exchange it with their German colleagues, teach each other. According to the president, some of the soldiers undergoing training are from the temporarily occupied territories. These fighters are highly motivated because they want to get their home back as soon as possible. Russian forces are trying to defend the Kerch Bridge and have deployed 8 barges to it, Britain's Minister of Defense intelligence report says. As British intelligence notes, analysis of satellite images discovered 8 barges on the south side of the Kerch Bridge. Installation began on May the 10th and was completed on May the 22nd. These barges were deployed by Russian forces in an attempt to protect the bridge and shipping canal by reducing the approach angles for Ukrainian unmanned surface vehicles, the intelligence officer said. As noted, previously installed structures were damaged by storms, which reduced their effectiveness. Earlier, the German publication Bild, citing experts and analysts, published material saying that the Ukrainian army is probably preparing to launch a new attack on the Kerch Bridge. This is evidenced in particular by the recent attack by the Ukrainian armed forces on the Russian ferries Avangard and Conrad Trader. Besides, defense forces of Ukraine continue to destroy air defense systems of the Russian Federation in the temporarily occupied Crimea. Tonight, our troops again attacked the Russian anti-aircraft missile systems that the invaders deployed on the Ukrainian peninsula. This time, a group missile attack was carried out on one enemy S-300 anti-aircraft missile division near Belbek, as well as 2 S-400 anti-aircraft missile divisions near Belbek and Sevastopol. Hitting the areas of the targets have been confirmed, the Ukrainian General Staff reports. In particular, as a result of the damage, 2 radars of the S-300 and S-400 complexes were destroyed. Regarding the third radar, information is being clarified. In addition, further detonation of munitions was recorded in all 3 areas where anti-aircraft missile divisions of the Russian Federation are located. And on the night of June the 10th, they carried out successful strikes on one S-400 anti-aircraft missile division in the Jankoy area, as well as two S-300 anti-aircraft missile divisions near Chornomorsk and Yevpatoria. None of our missiles were intercepted by the enemy's highly effective air defenses, the statement said. According to the General Staff, after the strikes of the Ukrainian missile man, an immediate cessation of operation of the radars of the S-300, S-400 complexes was recorded. In addition, further detonation of ammunition was noted in all three areas of the starting positions of anti-aircraft missile battalions of the Russian Federation. Putin is running out of time to achieve breakthrough in Ukraine. Russia made limited progress with Ukraine short on weapons. Ukraine halts a Russian attack as billions in arms start flowing, Bloomberg writes. For months, Russia's army has made only limited gains on the battlefield against Ukrainian troops, stuffed of weapons and ammunition. That's a growing challenge for Putin as his military advantage starts to erode. With Kyiv now taking delivery of billions of dollars in fresh arms from its US and European allies, the window for a Russian breakthrough is narrowing even as it continues to fire missiles and drones at Ukrainian cities, including energy infrastructure. A Russian attempt to open a new front in Ukraine's northeast Kharkiv region already appears bogged down without achieving Putin's goal of creating a buffer zone along the border. Russian forces advanced only marginally since taking the strategic eastern Ukrainian town of Avdiivka in February at the cost of huge casualties in months of fighting. They've been trying for weeks to take the key settlement of Chasiv Yar in the eastern Donetsk region. While Russia is mounting attacks at several points along the front line, we have chances to change the situation in our favor, Ukrainian Armed Forces Commander-in-Chief Alexander Syrskyi said on Telegram. Putin must also now contend with a shift in attitude from Ukraine's allies, with the US and Germany joining nations, including the UK, in authorizing Kyiv to use their weapons to strike targets in border areas inside Russia. The Kremlin is determined not to repeat Putin's September 2022 order to draft 300,000 reservists, a mobilization that shook public support and triggered an exodus of as many as a million Russians from the country. It's relying instead on offering generous pay and signing bonuses to attract recruits, as the Defense Ministry aims to enlist at least 250,000 more soldiers this year. While the policy avoids social tensions inside Russia over the war, it's unlikely to allow the army to amass enough troops for a successful offensive in Ukraine. The US in December put the number of killed and wounded Russian troops at 315,000, close to 90% of the original invasion force. The UK Defense Ministry last week raised its estimate of total Russian casualties to 500,000 and said losses were running at 1,200 per day in May. Can someone explain to the Russians what exactly they're fighting for besides the crazy ideas of their dictator? That concludes today's video. Thank you for watching. Stay updated, comment, like and subscribe to our UATV English channel for more news from Ukraine. Your support really matters. Goodbye.